Hi, everybody. This is Renee, and here is Benjamin, my little sweetheart, mommy's baby. We've had a great Valentine's weekend, and I just wanted to come on and say hello. I saw everybody's great messages over the weekend. I'm so glad that to see everybody celebrating each other, their loved ones, their family, and of course their husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends and all that good stuff. But today is the anniversary of my back surgery, which happened actually a year ago today. I woke up and could not walk, and I was not even aware of what was going on with my body. And of course, if you can imagine, just to wake up and not be able to turn over in the bed and not be able to move, it is a very alarming experience. I later found out that I had a herniated disc and it was resting on my sciatic nerve. So that's what caused the pain and the movement of me not being able to walk, in addition to the nerve being just excruciatingly painful. In the meantime, I had an MRI that gave me all of those results and found out that my situation was at level 10, and I didn't have too many options to work through, like pain management and therapy. I had to immediately go get surgery, and for me it was totally crazy because that was the very first time I had ever been in the hospital, and certainly in any type of surgery. In the meantime, I got to the surgery and found out that I was not going to be able to undergo the anesthesia because the herniated disc was sitting so heavily on the sciatic nerve that, in fact, had they put me under, I could have been paralyzed. So in fact, they gave me just a little local anesthesia and didn't feel the cut. But in the process of them doing the procedure, I'm telling you, I went through a level of pain that I cannot even explain. Only other person that I know that could even understand what I have been through were people who, in fact, had the similar diagnosis. So moving forward, I went through the process of healing, and it yet took me almost another month to get up to start the therapy. But in the process, I'm telling you, of course, God has definitely ministered some things to me, and I got to get a message out in reference to it. But I just wanted you who are watching and listening, if you're under the sound of my voice, and if you have ever been through anything where you have actually needed the hand of God and needed a healing, or yet you're waiting on healing and you're expecting God to show up, trust and know that He will show up, because I realized this morning that I was yet up and I was able to sit up in a chair, which I couldn't do. I was able to just walk and bathe myself and do things that we take for granted. And in fact, I even wore heels, and I have reclaimed my whole life in under 365 days. And it was just amazing what God did in me, but just the process of the healing. And I just wanted to encourage you that, in fact, your healing is yet coming. It is yet coming. But the thing that you have to keep in mind is that God is making you in the process of your pain. The pain that you may be enduring in your life, whatever that pain may be, I'm telling you that you will get through it. I cried all day today because I realized that I'm totally pain free now. And I realized that I have undertaken a healing through the Lord. It is just amazing when you know that you were one way and now you're another, and it's only but the grace of God. And when I tell you just the wisdom in the matter, I would never say that you would have to experience something that great of a magnitude in order to experience God. But if in fact it is your plight, I'm telling you, look for the silver lining in the process, because I kept asking God, where are you and why is this happening to me? And I promise you, he showed me at every moment that he was yet in the midst. And so today is a day of thanksgiving, a day of praise, a day of worship, a day of honor. And I want to leave you with this scripture because I'm working on this message, and you'll get that later. But I had to give you this tidbit today. It's Ezekiel the fourth chapter, and it's the fourth verse. It says, "Lie thou also upon thy left side, and lay the iniquity of the house of Israel upon it, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lay upon it, thou shalt bear their iniquity. For I have laid upon thee the years of their iniquity according to the number of the days. Therefore 390 days, so shall bear the iniquity of the house of Israel." And I found out that in the middle of me going through what I was going through and what I was dealing with, part of the sciatic nerve, it's in the lower part of the spine. And so in fact, the sitting up is a problem. So I had a problem finding a comfortable position where I wouldn't interact with the nerve, and then that pain would just shoot through my body and I could not control it. And so I found that the only way that I could get some relief from the pain and be still is to lay on my side. And after so many days of propping myself up with pillows and laying a certain way and that kind of thing, the power of God came in my bedroom and said, "Now I'm calling you to pray for the people." And as I begin to start praying for other people and pressing through, I still was feeling the pain, but the iniquity and the weight of everyone else's pain came upon me. And so then I began to press through in the prayer. And as I began to press through, he began to move on my situation. So I wanted to leave with you today that as you, in fact, pray for someone else, pray without ceasing for someone else's situation, someone else's iniquity that you have nothing to do with, in the midst of the things that you are going through, in the midst of that point of intercession, then God, in fact, will begin to minister to you, will begin to move through you, because then he, in fact, sent me someone that had the same exact situation, and they began to minister to me. My sister Wendy, I love you to life. I'm telling you, when she could understand my pain and she could understand what I was feeling and the things that I was actually going through in my mindset, she began to pray, and the intercession gave me strength. And as I received her strength and that intercession that she gave me, I in fact began to pray for other people. And so you begin to see the move of God start to change and transition, and things happen. And so now that I'm up and well and yet restored and renewed, I'm telling you that the Lord is going to do the same for you. Be encouraged in this season. Don't give up. If you've had a long haul in a situation, if you've been waiting for a healing for a long period of time, do not give up. Trust God and trust and know that as you go through your process, and if you can find someone else to pray for and get your mind off yourself, then you in fact will begin to experience true intercession, when someone else will pray for you without ceasing until they see the miraculous and the healing of God take place in your life, in your body, in your health, in your mind. Be strengthened. Know that God is with you. And the message, the fullness of this message is coming forth very soon. But I had to share that with you today. You guys have a great holiday tomorrow, and I'll talk to you real soon.